everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Mike. If you're new here, subscribe to English Podcast for daily English practice.
So Mike, I have to ask you something. What's the most stressful part of a job interview?
Oh, that's easy. It's when they say, "Tell me about yourself." I mean, where do you even start? Do you talk about your childhood, your hobbies, your entire work history?
Exactly. And that's what we're solving today. We're going to teach you the 30-second perfect formula to introduce yourself in interviews.
30 seconds? That's it.
That's it. Research shows that interviewers make their first impression in the first 30 seconds. So if you nail this part, you're already winning.
Okay, so why exactly 30 seconds? Why not 2 minutes or 5 minutes?
Great question. Here's the thing. Interviewers have limited attention spans. They're busy, they're probably interviewing multiple people, and they want to get to the important stuff quickly.
So if you take 5 minutes to introduce yourself, you're basically saying, "I can't organize my thoughts, and I don't respect your time."
Exactly. Plus, 30 seconds is long enough to share the essential information, but short enough to keep them interested and wanting to hear more.
It's like a movie trailer. You give them the best parts, but you don't spoil the whole movie. Perfect analogy, Lucy. So now that we understand the psychology behind the timing, let's break down the formula step by step.
The 30-second formula has 3 parts, and each part has a specific purpose and timing.
Let me guess. It's not just random timing.
Exactly. Part 1 is who you are. That's 10 seconds. Part 2 is what you do. That's 15 seconds. Part 3 is why you're here. That's 5 seconds.
So 10 plus 15 plus 5 equals 30. The math checks out. But why those specific time splits?
Great question. Part 1 gets 10 seconds because it's just the basics. You establish credibility quickly and move on. Part 2 gets 15 seconds because this is where you differentiate yourself from other candidates, so you need time to prove your value. Part 3 gets only 5 seconds because it's the conclusion. You connect to their job, but you don't want to oversell.
So the middle section is the longest because that's where you prove you're the right person for the job.
Exactly. And each part serves a different psychological purpose. Part 1 establishes your identity, Part 2 proves your value, and Part 3 shows your motivation.
This is like a mini sales pitch for yourself.
That's exactly what it is. You're selling yourself in 30 seconds.
All right, let's start with Part 1. Who you are in 10 seconds. What does that mean?
This is your professional identity. Your name, your current role or professional status, and one key qualification or characteristic that makes you relevant for this job.
So not, "Hi, I'm Mike, I love pizza and basketball."
Definitely not. More like, "Hi, I'm Mike Brown. I'm a marketing specialist with 5 years of experience in digital campaigns."
Oh, I see. So you're immediately positioning yourself as a professional, not just a person.
Exactly. You're saying, "I belong in this professional conversation." The interviewer immediately knows what category to put you in.
And why 10 seconds for this part?
Because it's the foundation. You need to establish credibility quickly, but you don't want to spend too much time on basic information. Save the details for parts 2 and 3. Part 2 is where you prove your value. This is what you do, and it gets 15 seconds because it's the most important part.
So this is where you talk about your experience and achievements.
Exactly, but with a specific strategy. You want to mention your most relevant experience and one specific achievement that demonstrates results.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Currently, I manage social media campaigns for 3 major clients, and last year I increased their combined engagement by 40% through targeted content strategies.
Okay, so you're not just saying what you do, you're proving that you're good at it.
Exactly. Numbers are powerful because they're specific and measurable. I increased engagement by 40% is much stronger than I'm good at social media.
And why 15 seconds for this part?
Because this is where you differentiate yourself from other candidates. Everyone might have similar backgrounds, but your specific achievements and results make you unique.
Now part 3, why you're here in just 5 seconds. That seems really short.
It is short, and that's intentional. This part connects your background to their specific opportunity and shows that you're genuinely interested in this particular job.
So you're not just looking for any job, you actually want this job.
Exactly. You might say something like, I'm excited about this position because it would allow me to apply my digital marketing skills in the healthcare industry, which I'm passionate about.
That's actually exactly 5 seconds when you say it at normal speed.
The key is to be specific about why this company or this role appeals to you. Don't just say, I want to grow my career. Say why you want to grow your career here. By the way, if you're finding this useful, hit that like button and share this with friends or family who are learning English. It really helps us out.
All right, let's put it all together. Can you give me a complete example of the 30-second introduction?
Absolutely. Let's do a practice interview. I'll be the interviewer. You be the candidate.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mike, thank you for coming in today. Please, tell me about yourself.
Thank you for having me. I'm Mike Brown. I'm a marketing specialist with 5 years of experience in digital campaigns. Currently, I manage social media campaigns for 3 major clients, and last year I increased their combined engagement by 40% through targeted content strategies. I'm excited about this position because it would allow me to apply my digital marketing skills in the healthcare industry, which I'm passionate about.
Perfect. Let's time that. That was exactly 28 seconds.
Really? It felt longer when I was saying it.
That's the beauty of the formula. It feels complete, but it's actually very concise. Notice how each part flowed naturally into the next part.
Yeah, it didn't feel like 3 separate pieces. It felt like one coherent story.
Exactly. Part 1 established who you are, Part 2 proved your value with specific results, and Part 3 showed your genuine interest in this particular opportunity.
And we want to hear your 30-second introduction. Write it in the comments below and we'll give you feedback. This is your chance to practice in a safe space before your real interview.
Now that you've seen how the formula works, let's make sure you avoid the biggest mistakes that can destroy even a well-structured introduction.
Oh, I bet I've made some of these mistakes in the past.
The first mistake is talking too long. Some people think more information is better, but it's not. Interviewers will ask follow-up questions if they want details.
So don't tell your whole life story in the first question.
Exactly. The second mistake is being too personal. This isn't the time to talk about your family, your hobbies, or your personal struggles.
Keep it professional.
Right. The third mistake is being too vague. Don't say, I'm a hard worker, or I'm a team player. Everyone says that. Use specific examples and numbers.
So instead of saying, I'm good at sales, you should talk about your specific achievements. For example, I increased sales by 25% last quarter.
Perfect. Here's another example. Instead of, I have experience in management, say, I managed a team of 8 people and reduced project delivery time by 30%. The numbers make it real. And the fourth mistake is forgetting to connect to the job. Don't just talk about yourself in general. Talk about yourself in relation to this specific opportunity.
Can you give us an example of that?
Sure. Instead of saying, I'm interested in growing my career, say, I'm excited about this marketing manager position because your company's focus on sustainable products aligns with my experience in green marketing campaigns.
Perfect. So now you have the formula and you know what mistakes to avoid. Let's put you to work with some practice homework.
Great idea. Here's what you need to do. Write your own 30-second introduction using our formula. Part 1. Who you are in 10 seconds. Part 2. What you do in 15 seconds. Part 3. Why you're here in 5 seconds.
And then practice it out loud. Time yourself. If it's longer than 35 seconds, cut something out. If it's shorter than 25 seconds, add a bit more detail.
The more you practice, the more natural it will sound. You don't want to sound like you're reading from a script.
And remember, this formula works for any interview. Entry-level, senior positions, different industries. Just adjust the content to match the specific job.
That's the beauty of having a formula. Once you understand the structure, you can adapt it to any situation.
So that's our 30-second perfect formula for interview introductions. Who you are, what you do, why you're here. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. 5 seconds.
Subscribe to English Podcast for more real English lessons every day. Give this episode a like if it helped you, and let us know in the comments what other interview topics you'd like us to cover.
Until next time, keep practicing your English.
And remember, real English for real life.